He's ready for it. Winner take all. Let's do this.
Just look at the electricity that's in this building right now.
Keyshawn Davis is making his main event debut in front of a home crowd.
If Keyshawn wants to turn it on, he can turn it on.
Gustavo Lemos is looking to bounce back from his first loss and play spoiler.
He's ready for this moment right now.
This is Top Rank on ESPN+.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter, Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you all weekend long by Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, live on Netflix, November 15th. By DraftKings Sportsbook, download the app now. And by Riyadh Season. A beautiful shot right there of the Scope Arena, downtown Norfolk, Virginia. Welcome inside the Sheraton Hotel just down the street. My name is Mark Chinook. I am joined by Vice President of Boxing Operations, Mr. Carl Moretti, and a very special guest with us today, Norfolk Mayor Kenny Alexander. Thank you, sir, for being with us. And first of all, congratulations, re-elected last night.
Thank you very much, and thank you for being here in Norfolk. We're such a hospitable town, and we're just so glad to see all of you, and we're ready to have a great time here in the city.
Well, listen, we're grateful that you're here. You won an election just last night, and your priorities are straight, man. You're with us at Top Rank Boxing, so thank you for joining us. Carl, we were here 2 months ago to kick this off with a press conference announcing that DB3 would be coming home. How special is it that we're here?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is great to be back in the 757. We knew that when we were going to get to this point of having this hometown fight, it was going to be something special. We didn't think it would explode as fast as it did, but it certainly has. And come Friday night, you'll see what it's all about in that arena.
Yeah, in terms of exploding, the event is practically sold out. There's just a handful of tickets remaining. Exceptional to see. Mayor, I want to come back to you. How special is it for the city to welcome home these three brothers with a marquee fight night Friday night?
Well, the city is very excited. The brothers have done it right. Growing up in the city of Norfolk, going through our athletic program, our boxing program, and achieving stardom not only in the ring, but also in the community. They have a tremendous heart of giving and philanthropic work. And so the city of Norfolk stands shoulder to shoulder with DB3 and all of their efforts, and we're just excited that they decided to bring a fight home for the hometown fans, but more importantly, for the youth that they care so much about, and they deeply care about the community. So they have done it right: community, family, and commitment.
Carl, how special is this young man, Keyshawn Davis?
You know, somebody asked me to describe him in one word, and I came up with the word passion, you know, because he just loves what he does. And anybody who exhibits that kind of passion every day, day in, day out, and he brings everybody around him with it. And he just fights with a passion, he lives with a passion. We're gonna have 10,000 people following that passion on Friday night. So he's just that type of infectious personality, and it's great for the sport. And he'll need it come Friday night with the fight that he has in his hands.
It's going to be a great fight. Before we bring them out, let's talk about that passion. We've talked about that relationship. I want everybody at home to take a look at this relationship between DB3 and this incredible city, Norfolk, Virginia. Watch.
You can get love from all over the place, but ain't nothing feel like crib love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like love from home, you know, where your roots are planted, the city that made you, you know, decide, you know, you're worth that. You feel?
Yeah.
That means something. That means something, man. That really means something.
It really means something. Literally a product of his community in every sense, man.
Yeah, man, beautiful to see, man.
It's work time, baby. This is my first main event, and I got a lot of the added pressure of just promoting this event. You know what I'm saying? We got about 300 tickets left. You know what I'm saying? At the 10,000 seats, it's going crazy. Sold out crowd. Sold out. All three of us on the card for the first time, you know what I'm saying? My back, shoulder back, so when she put it on, like, oh. Hey, the city mean everything to me. My character comes from the city. Who I am, the businessman, it comes from the city, man. How I talk, how I carry myself, everything comes from the city, man. And I'm just trying to put on like the legendary Sweet Pea Panera Whitaker did 30 years ago. You know, been a 30-year dry spell, but DB3 is bringing that life back into town, man. November 8th is going to be a movie, trust me.
Never seen nothing like this coming. For real, we talked about it, but I ain't never expected. On my pro debut too, like, it's different.
Unbelievable. Listen, we've added a few more chairs to the stage. Now, Mayor, normally I do this, and I would say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome DB3. But since we're in your town, why don't you do the honors to camera, invite the guys to stage.
Thank you very much. I've been waiting for this day my entire life to have your job. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Norfolk's own DB3.
Let's go. Well done. Come on out here, you guys. Keyshawn Davis, Kelvin Davis, and Keon Davis.
What's up, man?
DB3. Gentlemen, thanks so much for taking time today. Obviously, before we get to our co-feature and our main event, we wanted to have the three of you out here. Keyshawn, let's start with you. This is an unbelievable opportunity, and you're sitting beside the mayor. Can you sum it all up? What does this week mean to you?
It means a lot to all three of us, and of course to the city. It's been a 30-year dry spell, and God had it written that we was going to bring boxing back to the city, and we doing it in such a major way. We sold 10,000 tickets, and we're going to sell some more. Friday, y'all definitely in for the biggest treat.
What's it mean to be sitting beside the mayor?
Oh, man, first of all, congratulations. Congratulations for doing it year after year after year. You know what I'm saying? But it means a lot, man, that we got his support. You know, he definitely stand behind us. We done had sit-down meetings off camera a couple of times. So he's definitely a man of his word, and he lived up to that.
Listen, I'm a big fan of all three of you. I want to bring in your brothers. Kelvin, how special is this week for you? You've got your younger brother turning pro, Keyshawn headlining. You continue undefeated career. How special is this?
It's very special for all three of us. Like you said, Keon having his debut, Keyshawn having his first main event, and is in Norfolk. And then Keon get to have his debut under his brother's first main event. So I'm proud of my little brothers, man, for sure. And it's just a dream come true.
Keon, let's go to you, man. You're making your professional debut, but not only are you making your professional debut, like your brother just said, on this card in your backyard. How special is this for you?
It's very special, man. Never seen this coming before, but it's here now, and I'm ready to perform.
What does it mean to have these two guys in your corner day in and day out?
It means a lot. You know, they guided me my whole career, so, you know, and they're going to keep doing it. I'm just happy for them to be here.
Listen, I want to get into the business a little bit. You've had the chance to spar with some of the best in the game, Shakur Stevenson, Bud Crawford. In the amateurs, you even faced the likes of Xander Zayas, Vito Melnicki. What have those experiences done for you, helped you get to this point?
It just made me a better fighter, of course. Built my IQ up. Like, I appreciate the guys that like Terrence Crawford, Shakur, Keyshawn, like, they definitely helped me get better in the gym.
Kelvin, I want to come to you. You're 13-0, 7 knockouts. You're facing a tough opponent in Jay Solano. We're in your backyard. Obviously, with that comes a lot of pressure, being in your hometown, a lot of distractions. How do you put all that aside and continue to take care of business Friday night?
I just stay focused, be myself. Just be myself. It's just another day in the office. It's just different this time because we in Norfolk, in my hometown, like you said. So I just feel like all I got to do is get in the ring, be myself, and I'm going to dominate in spectacular fashion.
Carl, I want to bring you back in. From a boxing standpoint, how special is this to have these three young men on the same card in their backyard?
Well, it is special because you rarely see it nowadays that, you know, you sell out a home arena and guys can pack the place. What everybody forgets is that, come when the bell rings, this is not a lot that the fans can do for. They got to show up and do their job, and that's what the 9-week camp hopefully all leads to, is them performing like they did in camp up tonight.
Mayor, how exciting is this for you personally? Forget about politics for a second. You've got 3 incredible young men from your hometown here in Norfolk, and they're going to represent Friday night.
Absolutely. They're building a boxing program here in the city of Norfolk. 30 years ago, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker laid a foundation. Now we have the builders of a great professional boxing program that will last 4 generations. What I love about Keyshawn, Calvin, and Keon, they are bringing a whole generation of young student athletes behind them. Their entrepreneurship, their philanthropic initiatives that they're doing each and every day outside of the ring is more impressive than what they're going to do on Friday night inside the ring. So we look forward to a spectacular night with DB3.
Carl, our main event, Keyshawn Davis. Go ahead.
No, I mean, usually when you do a home-time fight, you try and, quote-unquote, set up a perfect knockout, or something you think can come along the lines of just highlighting it. This is Keyshawn's toughest fight of his career for a lot of reasons. It's his next fight, what holds for 2025, what could be there if he wins. He's in with the toughest opponent of his career. If, boxing people, I don't know how many people saw his last fight, probably not because it was on the zone and I don't know who saw it, but we were there in person, but for real, he knows that, and all that matters is Friday night because he's got to get through this to get to what's next, and it's a big mountain, but we wouldn't be here if we didn't think he could climb that mountain.
We were just talking about this before we came on air. Obviously, the fight is scheduled for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight title, the WBC USA title, and now the IBF Eliminator. You want to speak to that?
Yeah, it's all jewelry at the end of the day. He's got to win the fight, and that'll project what happens in 2025. And Gustavo Lemos, if you don't know, he's with an Argentinian promoter who I've known my whole life, who brought Julio Cesar Vasquez to fight Pernell Whitaker in Atlantic City. And Pernell's team at the time and all told us afterwards, well, that's enough for fighting those Argentinians. They just don't stop coming. So it's the same camp. They wouldn't have come to this fight and accepted this if they didn't think that they could win this fight. Keyshawn knows that. No one saw the three per day training camps, the swimming pool at UFC, the weightlifting, the runs, the sparring. No one sees that. All they see is what happens Friday night. So we know he's well prepared for this mountain, and he's going to have to climb it.
Keyshawn, one last question before we bring out your opponent and our co-main event. When you're backstage or in the bowels of the Scope Arena Friday night and your brothers obviously are on the card, are you going to be tuning in to watch them, or are you going to be focused in on what you got to do? Because clearly that could come into play a little bit Friday night. How proud are you of these guys?
Oh, I'm definitely going to be in tune with Keon and Kelvin. For sure, I'm going to be in tune. I'm going to be turning them up, just like they're going to be turning me up. Like we feed off each other's energy, for sure. And my brother Keon, he going to set the tone, probably go out there and get that first round knockout. Kelvin going to follow up behind him. We going to turn him up. He going to get that knockout as well. And, of course, the businessman going to close the show with a spectacular main event. Make sure y'all get y'all popcorn, but don't get it too late. Get it on time, because these fights might end sooner than y'all think.
Listen, we've got an incredible card Friday night. Let's put it up on your screen. Our fight card, 8 total fights. There you see it right there. Obviously headlined by Keyshawn and Lemos, but Troy Isley in the co-feature will be out in just a second as he takes on Tyler Howard. 8 fights, again, beginning at 6:20 Eastern Time on ESPN+. All fights exclusive to ESPN+. Let's throw up a QR code as well for everybody watching. If you scan that QR code right now, you will get an inside access to all things Top Rank Boxing. Our entire fight card will be listed there for you. The latest Top Rank merchandise listed on our site as well. So again, a huge night of fights, 8 fights on the card. Grab that QR code. We're coming to you live from Norfolk, Virginia. All right, welcome back inside the Sheraton Hotel, just down the street from the Scope Arena. Joining me now on stage, our co-feature, 10 rounds for the NABO middleweight title, Troy, the Transformer Isley, taking on Tyler Hercules Howard. Thank you, gentlemen. And in our main event, again, scheduled 10 rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight title, the WBC USA title, and the IBF Eliminator. The businessman, Keyshawn Davis, taking on Gustavo El Electrico Lemos. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Troy, I want to start with you. 13-0, 5 knockouts. This is the DB3 homecoming, but you're close to hometown as well, Alexandria, Virginia, just down the road. What kind of hometown support are you expecting here Friday night?
I'm expecting a regular hometown, just like I was fighting at home. You know, Keyshawn family, my family, you know, everybody gonna be there, my friends, so it's gonna be lit Friday night, and I can't wait.
You're sitting across from your opponent. Let's bring him in. Tyler Hercules Howard, great to see you, my friend. 20-1, 11 knockouts. Here you are on the co-feature, ESPN Plus Top Rank. What does this opportunity mean to you?
It's a blessing to be back with Top Rank. You know, I spent a lot of my career with them. First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to be here. And yeah, just thank you so much for Top Rank giving me the opportunity to come back and showcase my ability in front of the world again.
Listen, boxing is in your DNA. Your father was a boxer. What would a big win Friday night mean to you and your family?
A win, co-main event on ESPN against someone the caliber of Troy Isley, 2020 U.S. Olympian, is just another
it's not gonna happen.
Catapult into my career. You know what I mean? So it would be massive.
Troy, I mentioned, you know, we're always talking about the DB3 brothers here, but, you know, it goes farther than that. You guys share a trainer. Yeah. How special is this week for you, and what is the bond as a group walking into this fight week?
The bond mean everything. You know, we started this journey together. You know, we talked about everything we was going to do, and we doing it now, you know, thank God, and, you know, we're gonna continue to do it.
Tyler, this fight has the makings of a great war. You like to come forward, you pressure your opponents. How do you do that against a fighter like Troy?
You just got to be confident, man, whenever you step in the ring. You know, he keeps interrupting, you know. We going to square up on Friday, bro. I'll be there.
Whatever.
I promise you, I'll be there.
I know. I want you to be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I want you to be there.
Yeah, okay.
When the bell rings, what happens, man? Like, how important is it for you to make a statement Friday night?
Friday night, Troy Isley going to dominate Tyler Howard every round, every second of the fight.
How important is this for you, Tyler, realistically? You're like one loss on your record. He's got a 0
2.
over there. How important is this night, Friday night?
Like we got Nostradamus over here trying to predict the future. Yeah, you whenever, listen, man, they call me Hercules for a reason. Everyone that comes forward, you're going to stop coming forward if you do. You're going to get rocked, bro. It's going to happen.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And he's over here talking as well, but he can't get in the ring and fight for you. You ain't Keyshawn, bro.
So that's all that matters.
We good?
We good. He know what's up.
I'm not worried about you, bro. I promise you that.
Right, you're going to see Friday night. That's why they call me the Transformer.
Listen, we're going to see it, obviously, with 10,000 people. It's going to be electric in there, and that's just our co-feature.
He's talking about Hercules. He got all knockouts, all his wins. He got what, 20 wins and 11 KOs?
What are you, 13-0 with 5 knockouts, and you're talking about a knockout ratio?
And you talk about a knockout ratio?
Up, bro.
Okay. You're trash.
Not even half.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to stop you, though.
Is it true?
Yeah,
Is it true?
Stop you, though.
It's 5 half of 13.
I'm going to stop you, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
Let's move on to our main event. That's just the co-feature. Our main event, 10 rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight title, the WBC USA, and the IBF Eliminator. The businessman, Keyshawn Davis, 11-0, 1 no decision, 7 knockouts. I asked you earlier how special this is for you this week. We're sitting out here now. It's real. Your opponent is across from you. Troy sitting beside you. Tyler sitting over here. It's electric already.
Nah, for sure. I got to see my opponent yesterday at One Life Fitness. You know, we did our first stare at the One Life Fitness gym. But shouts out to Gustavo, man. A lot of people, it's not going to come to somebody's hometown to fight, you know. So he up for the challenge. I think this is the perfect guy for this moment, so it's definitely going to be a great fight Friday night.
Listen, you mentioned your idol, Sweet Pea Whitaker, you know, Norfolk's very own, and now you've done exactly what he's done. You've sold out the Scope Arena in your backyard. How important is it for you now to put on a show?
Super important. Every single time I get in that ring, I love putting on shows. I like having fun, but I also like the people around me to have fun. So whenever you watch my fight and I feel like I'm not doing enough, then I'm going to do even more and then some. You know, I'm a dramatic fighter. You know, like I just like doing the unexpected. So expect that Friday night.
I want to bring in your opponent, Gustavo El Eléctrico Lemos, 29-1 with 19 knockouts. Gabe is sitting right down front here to translate for me. First of all, thank you for being here. He also said thank you for taking the fight. How does this fight differ at all from your previous 30 matches?
Gracias por estar aquí, Gustavo. También tu rival también dijo gracias por aceptar la pelea. ¿Qué tan diferente es esta pelea con respecto a las últimas 30 combates que has tenido?
Bueno, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes para todos. Gracias por la oportunidad. Nada, no le veo mucha diferencia. Tenemos un gran rival enfrente y bueno, hay que aprovecharlo.
Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you for being here. I don't really see a difference. I have a strong opponent in front of me, and that's what I'm going to do.
Gabe, just so you're aware, if he says anything, he would like you to translate so he can get it as well. You said Keyshawn picked the wrong guy, and you're coming to spoil the party. He's not at your level. What do you mean by that?
Has dicho que Keyshawn se equivocó en elegirte como un rival y también has dicho que vas a arruinar sus planes, su fiesta y que no está en tu nivel.
Bueno, es algo que nunca dije yo. Dije que tengo un buen rival enfrente nomás y que va a ser linda pelea. Es lo único que hemos dicho.
That's something I never said. I've always said that he's a good opponent and that we're going to have a good fight. That's what I've always said.
It sounds like he know who he up against. So, Gustavo, just be ready for Friday because you already know, bro.
Dice que parece ya diste cuenta con quién te vas a enfrentar. Simplemente hay que estar listo tú o esté listo tú para este viernes.
Yo respeto a todos los rivales, siendo bueno o malo. Así que nada, que tenga suerte este viernes también y que se cuide, nada más.
Tell him to look this way when he talk, though.
I respect all my opponents, good or bad. So I want to wish him good luck on Friday and to take care or be careful. Y Keyshawn también en respuesta dice que cuando le hables que le mires a él.
I want to ask you, why this fight? Why this opponent now?
I feel like I'm ready for any opponent at 135, whether it's the number 1 or the number 8, whatever. I feel like I'm ready for anything. After this fight, when I get a spectacular win, I'm going for the world title. You know, so that's after this fight. So Lemos is just another opponent ahead of me that I just got to knock that obstacle down. And we're going to be a world champ by next year.
I want to bring in family because it's a big part of our world here. This is your 11th fight under Bomac. Your mom, your sister are here. We just put them up on screen so everybody can see at home. First of all, how has the relationship with Bomac evolved, and how special is it to have that stable of fighters around you at all times?
Yes, sir. B&B, Bomac, Terrence Crawford, Saul, Coach Red, and we got a new addition, Coach Randall. They all great coaches, man. It's a team effort. You know, Bomac get all the praise, but it's definitely a team effort. They raised my game up since the first day that I was with them guys. I was learning new things with them. So definitely a perfect team. As y'all can see, Troy Isley joined the team as well. And y'all see what type of performances he putting on since he joined the team. Bomac and them, they can raise any fighter up to the next level. It's the best team in boxing by far. Get that undisputed game and make sure y'all choose Bomac. Yeah, do that.
Gustavo, I have a last question for you. You've stated that his style suits you perfectly. What is it about his style that you think you can exploit?
Has dicho que el estilo de tu rival se va a acoplar muy bien con tu estilo. ¿Hay algo o un aspecto de su estilo que puedes aprovechar o explotar en este combate?
No, vinimos a trabajar fuerte y bueno, que salga linda la pelea, nada más, no tengo más nada para decir.
¿Qué dijiste?
Que va a salir linda la pelea y que no tengo más nada para decir.
I came to work hard. I have nothing else to say than that it's going to be a beautiful fight.
It's going to be a beautiful fight. It's going to be a beautiful fight.
It's not going to be beautiful. It's going to be blood everywhere. His nose might be a little lopsided. Tell him.
Dice que no va a ser una linda pelea, va a haber sangre y que te va a romper la nariz.
But I respect you, Gustavo. You're an amazing fighter.
Te respeto, Gustavo, eres un peleador
I
tremendo.
appreciate you for taking the fight in my hometown.
Muchas gracias por aceptar la
What's
pelea
happening
en
here?
mi
What is
ciudad
this, the
natal.
dating game?
But I'm going to fuck you up.
Pero te voy a dar una gran paliza.
Okay.
Hey, as long as he understand.
We're going to leave it right there. We're going to let our co-feature and our main event have their, according to you, second face-off of the week. And then I'm going to ask the rest of the brothers, your brothers, to come back out for a shot. So let's do our main event first, right here on this mark. We'll do our first face-off of the week. Gustavo, Keyshawn, or we'll do the co-feature, sure. Troy, Tyler, on these marks. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's an exciting week ahead here in Norfolk, Virginia. Just a handful of tickets remain at the Scope Arena. This is our co-feature of the evening. 10 rounds for the NABO middleweight title. Troy, the Transformer, Isley, Tyler, Hercules, Howard. Again, 10 rounds for the NABO middleweight title. All right, gentlemen, thank you. Now let's bring out our main event. And Mayor, since you're with us, we'll get you right in the middle of these guys. This is our main event. Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, and Gustavo El Electrico Lemos. Mayor, you can stand right there in the middle. Boys, keep it classy. The mayor's with you. This is 10 rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight title, the WBC USA title, and it's an IBF eliminator. Face off, please, the businessman, Keyshawn Davis, Gustavo El Electrico Lemos. 10 rounds from right here in Norfolk, Virginia. Again, a friendly reminder, the weigh-ins take place tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, from the floor of the Scope Arena just down the street. We'll get them weighed in right inside Scope Arena, open to the public. And then it goes down Friday night. All fights exclusive to ESPN Plus, beginning at 6:20 Eastern. There it is. This is our main event. The businessman, Keyshawn Davis, Gustavo El Electrico Lemos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. It is going to be an incredible week here in Norfolk. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon as we get them on the scale. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Is over. Keyshawn Davis delivers.
In the main event, in my hometown, the stage is set.
And we're going to have a fun night that night, November 8th. Y'all know how we rock out here, man.
Middleweight contender.
There it is.
Shot.
Boom. He thought he was going to be able to take those all night.